Patty here, full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, better known as Girl Hustle on YouTube. Puzzles are selling. They are selling. Pick them up if you can pick them up cheap. I just sold another one today, so I'm going to add that one into this list. I sold a total of 12 puzzles in November. Now there is a bundle of them that sold, but I'm just going to show you some of the ones that sold so you know what to look for kind of when you're out, because some particular brands sell better than the others. Before I get into that, I just want to talk about something that happened the other day when I was looking at my eBay listings. So every morning I get up and I, check my listings and all this kind of stuff, and I was looking at some of the ones that were ending soonest, and I noticed on one of the puzzles that the price was $2. I would have never put that price in there. So I'm thinking, well, maybe I made a mistake and wrote $20 for a buy it now price. But then again, I'm thinking I would never use $20. I would just use $19.99. I wouldn't price something $20. So what's even more interesting about this, or what's even more confusing to me about this, now this was a vintage puzzle, not something there's a lot of. So I thought, well, so I took it up as, you know what, maybe I did, just put the wrong number in there and just didn't remember, whatever. But as I'm looking at the listing, when I go down and when I'm looking at the listing, the quantity said 24. I have nothing at all in my store that I have quantities of 24. Actually, I only have about maybe 10 or less than that have multiple quantity listings, and there's nothing I have quantities of 24. They may be 10 or less, if that. So I'm kind of confused. It threw me off. Again, the listing said that I had a buy it now price for $2. I have nothing listed for that low of a price in any of my auctions or any of my listings. So I don't know, but when I seen the 24 for quantity, so I did fix it. I put the listing up to $19.99, and then my shipping and handling was, I think my shipping and handling on that was $14.79, and the quantity was 1. So I have no idea what's going on, but a few days before that, I thought I came across another listing in my store that seemed, it just had a wrong price on it. I don't know. So I'm just making you aware of it. Not to say that it's anything. It could have been an error on my part, but I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna be more alert in when I go through my listings. I'm gonna be just letting you know, so you could be more aware when you're going through your listings. Just make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be and the way that you put it in there. All right, so I'm going to get into these puzzles that sold. So today I sold a puzzle, which was ironic because I don't sell them all the time. But with everything going on right now, I knew that the puzzles were going to pick up. I do have pretty many puzzles still listed, and I will be picking them up regularly. Like I said, I spend 50 cents to $1 a puzzle. I do not spend more than $1. If it's a really good one and it's sealed, I'll go to $1.50 or $2, but that's very rare. But anyway, so today I sold this pizza one. It's a vintage one, and it's Springbok. May or may not contain all the pieces. I don't have all this time to be counting all these pieces, so I do leave the customers know that my puzzles may or may not contain all the pieces. Customer paid $16.99 with shipping and handling of $14.79. Springbok is a very well-selling brand name of puzzles. Now this was a lot of puzzles I sold a few days ago. 7 puzzles. Buyer offered me $75 for these puzzles. These 7 puzzles probably cost me $10 in total. She offered me $75. Counter offered her $85, plus she paid shipping of $35, and I sold 7 puzzles, and these are the 7 puzzles that I sold. Again, vintage Springbok, autumn, they're all in a lot, so I'm not going to go over these individually. But this vintage Devil's Dilemma, Space Apollo, the vintage United States one, Lost in a Jigsaw, Boston Waterfront. If you do have puzzles listed, if you don't want to have them, if you want to get rid of them quick, put them in lots. I don't have mine in lots. She sent me this offer. I guess she was going through my store and she noticed I had a lot of listings. So bundle them up in lots and sell them like that. They're selling really good right now. Now this is just a small one. This one is School Days. This was really interesting. This one sold for $6.39, and it was only a little puzzle. I forget how many pieces, but it was a small puzzle. I think I paid 50 cents for that puzzle. This puzzle was interesting. This was a doubles puzzle. Actually, the pieces in this puzzle it was a puzzle piece, and inside of the puzzle piece was another puzzle piece. So it was pretty cool, an interesting piece. That one sold for $19.99, and the buyer paid $9.99 shipping. Animal puzzle, this one sold for $9.99, and a customer paid $12.99 shipping. And the last one that sold was this vintage Springbok. This one sold for $14.99, and a customer paid $14.79 shipping. So I wanted to put this out to use because puzzles are selling. So right now puzzles are selling very good. Highly recommend you picking them up. Like I said, I put may or may not contain all the pieces. I've seen puzzles sell with missing pieces, and they would put that in a description, and there's sold listings of puzzles that are selling. So don't think because it's a puzzle that people won't buy it. So a total in November, I sold a total of 12 puzzles this month for a profit of $153.35. Now again, I paid between 50 cents and $1 per puzzle. Now this doesn't include any fees or anything that I have to pay out to eBay, but definitely in a profit. Go out and pick up those puzzles if you can get them at a good price. Highly recommend it. And it's even better if you can find them completed or sealed in a package, but it doesn't matter. The vintage ones sell very good, and they sell very well for me. I sell more vintage than any of them. So if you have any questions about selling vintage puzzles, and if you have any comments about that little issue I had with my listing, please leave it in the comments below. It would be interesting to hear if you've seen any kind of things going on with your eBay store and your listings. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I'll talk to you later.